Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 13 of What If Naruto Took His Training Seriously. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also stay in tune because after this I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother. And I also posted a new episode over on Anime King 2 of What If Naruto Rebuild the Uzumaki clan. So go ahead and check that out and enjoy. And later on I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru. So stay in tune for that and enjoy. And remember, if you're new, to click that red subscribe button on both channels if you enjoy the videos, and thank you for all of your help and your support. And without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. Begin the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, the last part we left off, Naruto, along with Sora and Fu and Jiraiya, went on their mission to find Yujito. As they went to the hidden cloud, as they spoke to the Raikage, as he gave them a strand of Yujito's hair to track her. So with that, Naruto and his team headed off. They went into the forest to find her, as they were the best tracking team of Konoha. Because of Naruto's advanced senses, and Keiyashi and Shizuka, they met up with Team 7 as they were here to give them backup on this mission. As Sasuke apologized to Naruto for all the things that happened in the past, seeing that he no longer has the curse mark, he wanted to make bonds, he wanted friends, he no longer wanted to be alone and seek pure hatred and vengeance, and Naruto accepted. They then met up with Deidara and Sasori as the group faced off against them. In the end, Sora and Sakura destroyed Sasori puppet as Sasori escaped, while Keiyashi and Naruto and Sasuke with Shizuka dealt serious damage to Deidara, but in the end, the two Akatsuki members escaped as they went off. Sora then realized that what her father said was true, as she was puking up blood after using the gold and silver fire, as they headed back to the hidden cloud after they got Yujito. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. After the battle happened, Sora had passed out, as she had woken up a half an hour ago and remained quiet all the way back to Kumo. Yujito has woken up as well, as she thanked her rescuers. As Naruto knew why Sora was so quiet and the reason why she passed out, and he will have to talk to her about it later. "Thank you, Konoha ninjas," said Yujito with her tail waving behind her. "I still cannot believe that you got tricked by the Nebe in becoming a Hanyu," Naruto said, as Yujito glared at him. "At least I didn't become a fox Hanyu. Kitsune are smelly and they are canines, while cats are fluffy and they smell nice and they are smart. Smarter than Kitsune," said Yujito. "You tell him, kitten. I didn't trick you to become stronger. I did it so you would push past your limits," said the Nebe in Yujito's mind. "But I didn't want to become a Hanyu in the first place," said Yujito to the Biju. "Hey," said Naruto, "Kitsune are way better than Nico. Nico is the word that is used for a cat Hanyu, because we have better senses, muscle, strength, and speed. All you have is flexibility, and that is nothing compared to my advances," said Naruto. "You tell her, kid," said Kyuubi, a wicked comeback. As the conversation went like this until they arrived at the Raikage's office, as the Raikage thanked Naruto and the others for helping him retrieving Yujito. Thank you, my friends. You might earn an alliance with us, as well as the mission payment if things continue this way, A said. It was a pleasure, Kakashi said as he bowed, as A then reached down into a drawer as he gave them their payment, as he wished them good luck back to their village. During the walk back to Konoha, Naruto went as he walked beside Sora. Oh boy, here it comes, she thought. Look Naruto, I know what you're thinking, but... Sora didn't get a chance to finish her sentence as Naruto started to speak. Why, Sora? Why did you use that technique? I mean, we agree that you would never use it, Naruto said. As Sora sighed, Naruto, we agreed that I would never use the hygiene flame unless we were in dire situation, and we needed it to protect ourselves from the Akatsuki. We had no choice. Even if the hygiene fire killed me in the process, to save you I would do it anytime, she said. As she then gasped, as she realized she just told Naruto that she could die from using the flames. As Naruto instantly went silent, as he started to walk a little bit faster. Damn it, damn it, damn it, Sora cursed in her mind. How could I have told him that? The group finally made it back to Konoha after 3 days, as Naruto has not said a word to Sora yet. The group then report the mission report to Tsunade, as she told everyone to leave except for Jiraiya. Well Jiraiya, what are we going to do, said Tsunade. I mean the Akatsuki are moving faster than we expected, she said. I really don't know, said Jiraiya as he sighed. You know what, let's go get some sake and try to figure out what to do, said Tsunade. Sure, said Jiraiya as him and Tsunade went off. Meanwhile, at a cave near the river country, Deidara and Sasori entered the cave as a giant stone covered up behind them, as Deidara was helping Sasori, seeing that he was still badly damaged from the attack. A holographic figure then appeared in front of them. It was Pain, the leader. Sasori, Deidara, what the hell is wrong with you two? Not only are you late, but you also returned without the Nibi Jinjulki, the man said, in an annoyed tone. Deidara gulped and flinched in fear of the man, while Sasori just stared. Sorry leader, but it wasn't our fault. We got running with our friend, the Kyuubi Jinjulki, Deidara explained. The hologram narrowed his eyes in anger and annoyance. Okay, this has gone on long enough. So far, we were only able to retrieve the Gobei and the Yanbai Jinjulki. The Rokibai is nowhere to be found. And the other 6 are under extreme protection or has been taken back to their village to put under extreme protection, the leader said. He then clapped his hand and a number of rainbow holograms appeared behind him. You call, leader? Asked Kisame. Yes, Kisame. I want you all to help with a certain task. And what would this task be that you will require all of our forces? Itachi asked. Well, Itachi, the Kyuubi Jinjulki that you failed to capture has been meddling with our plans, and I need some of you to delay him. For you see, the three-tailed turtle has awakened in Kiri, and Kiri is sending out mission for shinobis to come and help with this task, and I believe Uzumaki Naruto, along with his companions, and the Toad Sage will probably accept this mission to help and make sure that our organization does not get to stand by. So here's the plan. Some of you shall delay the team when they get near the island, while the rest of you will not stand by unconscious, and I will give you a high-speed transformation seal and it will be transported here. They just nodded. So, who will receive this seal and when will this mission begin? Asked Kisame. We will begin in a few weeks when Deidara and Sasori are at 100%, and Zetsu will hold on to the seal since he is perfect at stealth and he can keep the seal safe until you knock out the three tails. And then Zetsu will hand the seal over to our newest member, said Pain, as everyone wondered who was the new member. As Pain then looked forward to the corner of the cave. You may show yourself now. The group turned as they heard footsteps coming, as then they saw the new member. He had on an orange swirl mask along with the Akatsuki robe. Now then, meet the newest member of our organization. His name is Toby, said the leader. As Toby then waved. Hi there, I'm Toby. And Toby is a good boy, he said in a childish voice. The others just blinked as their sweat dropped. As Itachi then noticed something as he looked at the single eye hole at Toby's mask. Something about his chakra seemed familiar, said Itachi as he gazed into the eye hole. Itachi's eyes then went wide. No, it can't be. He's supposed to be dead, Itachi thought. As Kisame looked at Itachi and noticed the expression. Something bothering you, Itachi? Asked Kisame. No, it's nothing, Kisame. Toby just reminded me of someone I once knew, but it is nothing to worry about. Kisame simply shrugged it off, as the leader then relayed the plan to Toby, who nodded. Back at Konoha, Naruto was just waking up from a nap as he blinked, as the sun hit him in his eyes. He looked over at his clock as he saw that it was 10 o'clock in the morning, as Naruto then yawned, showing his teeth. As he then got up off the bed as he smelled breakfast. As Naruto went downstairs, as Keiichi and Shizuka was watching a channel about the mythology on dragons, as Keiichi was cursing, saying that the man talking about dragons was messed up and he was all wrong about dragons. As Kushina then called out to Naruto, as she gave him his breakfast and told him he can eat on the couch with Shizuka and Keiichi. As it was eggs, sunny side up, crunchy toast with butter, and crispy bacon, and a glass of milk. It smells great, Mom, thank you, Naruto said, as he went over to eat and watch the TV as well. Naruto then ate off his breakfast as he handed the plate to his mother. He then went upstairs as he took a bath. He then came back down as he had on a black shirt with the Uzumaki swirl on the front. He had on blue short pants and ninja sandals. When Naruto was going back downstairs, he heard Jiraiya, as he heard his mother's conversation with Jiraiya. I think it's time I teach him our family techniques. I mean, even though he has completely mastered over his bloodline and every techniques that come from it, he still need to learn the Uzumaki Fuinjutsu, Kushina said as Naruto heard Jiraiya sigh. Kushina, the boy is too young to learn that jutsu style. He should be focusing more on his genjutsu skills. I mean, come on, he's practically a failure in that department. It is always bad when it comes to genjutsu, said Kushina, as Naruto's sweat dropped at that comment. Yeah, but it's kind of true. I can't make a genjutsu to save my life, Naruto thought. No, said Kushina, I am going to be teaching him Fuinjutsu. Without it, how would Minato had used a seal on his Harashin? We the Uzumakis has created the Fuinjutsu. Without it, most of you wouldn't know about it. So, I'm going to be teaching him that, and that's final, she said, as Jiraiya grumbled something under his breath, as Naruto chuckled to himself as he walked down. Hey Mom, hey Erosenin, Naruto greeted. Stop calling me that, said Jiraiya. Mom, you're right, said Naruto. With what? Kushina asked. I think I should learn my family Fuinjutsu. You heard that, she said, as Naruto pointed at his ears. Oh yeah, right, she said. You see, Erosenin, my Naruto is a smart boy. He doesn't want to learn genjutsu. He wants to learn Fuinjutsu. In your face, she said, bragging. But, said Naruto, as the both of them turned to him, I think I should also work on my genjutsu skills. Seeing that I'm very low in that department. But I came up with my own situation on how to learn both. Well, fire away. What's this big plan of yours, kid? Jiraiya asked. Well, I can make a few Sharingan Jutsu to go with Erosenin to learn Genjutsu, and then I'll go with Mom to learn Fuinjutsu. Brilliant, said Naruto. Well, that would work, said Kushina. As she then went away as she brought back a scroll. She then went through hand sign as she said release, as a pile of books came out. As Naruto looked up at the books, what the hell are these? He asked. Well, this is the beginning of Fuinjutsu. You should go through this before attempting anything serious, she said. It will teach you a lot of things and some more advanced things on the third book. As these books were giant, as Naruto flipped through the pages, damn, he had to say, as there was 4 books and the fourth one will teach him even more in advanced Fuinjutsu. Start cracking, said Kushina, as the first one was called Fuinjutsu for Dummies by Uzumaki Arashi. The second book was called The Art of Fuinjutsu for Partial Dummies by Uzumaki Arashi. The third book was called The Art of Fuinjutsu for Once Has Been Dummies by Uzumaki Arashi. And the fourth book was named The Art of Sealing for Genius by Uzumaki Arashi. As Naruto saw a note on the bottom of the fourth book, this is only for those who read the first 3 books. Naruto then rested the books on the floor, as he then did the Shadow Clone Jutsu, as he made 8 clones as 5 of them went with Jiraiya to learn the Genjutsu exercises, as the other 3 stayed with him to read the books. Meanwhile, Naruto was studying. A distance away from Konoha in a cave, a man stood inside. He was 6 feet tall. His hair was tied up in a ponytail. He had on a black jacket and black pants with green sandals. He was also missing an eye, which was covered up by an eye patch, while his other eye seemed to be a golden color. He then went through some hand sign as he slammed his hand on the ground. Summoning Jutsu, he said, as there was a huge puff of smoke. When the smoke cleared, standing in front of the man was an Exe Shiramo, the Dark Destroyer, the main enemy of the Dragon Clan. This Exidium creature was a deep orange color with purple eyes, but it still had the same combination of animal body parts, and this one was 3 times bigger than Nikir. What the? Where am I? And who are you, human? The Exidium asked, as green flames was at its lips, ready to incinerate the man. The man then looked at the creature with his eye. I am the summoner for your clan. I stumbled upon your contract, giving me the ability to summon you guys. And as for where we are in the cave where the Dragon Lord, Genra, stole your contract from the world. I have to admit, it was very hard to find your contract and get past the various traps, the man said, as a deep dark Exidium blinked, but nodded. And what will be your name, human? The Exidium asked. It is common courtesy for someone to give their name first, the man said with a smirk. Well, if you must know, I am Flamma, and the 14th command of our Lord, Lord Noxum. He's the leader of all of us, said the creature, as the man nodded. So what is your name, human? Flamma asked. I am Torio, the man said. Now then, Torio, what is your purpose of summoning me here? Flamma asked, as Torio gave my evil chuckle. Well, young Flamma, I have summoned you to give a message to your Lord Nox. Tell him that I have found the Dragon Summoner. Flamma's eyes widened in shock. You found the Dragon Summoner? Are you sure? Flamma asked. Yes, I have witnessed him summon. Hey Case, when I send out Nikir to scout the area, he also have a small blue dragon called Keiashi, Torio said. Nikir was always a fool. It is a pathetic shame that he lost to that pathetic winged dragon. Anyways, I will pass on this information to Lord Nox and tell him to ready the troops for our upcoming war, and the war between our species will start again. By the way, said Flamma, what's the name of the Dragon Summoner? Oh, the boy name is Namikaze Uzumaki Naruto, Torio said. Flamma nodded and then disappeared in a swirl of purple flames. It was now midnight back with Naruto, as Naruto felt exhausted. He already went through the books. He also got the information from his clones on what Jiraiya taught them, on how to dispel Genjutsu and know when you're under one. And Kushina also asked him a lot of questions to see if he went through the books correctly, as he got almost all of them right, getting possibly 2 or 3 of them wrong. As he was currently lying down in his bed, Kushina told him that tomorrow she will start to teach him the Fuinjutsu ways. Kushina then called Naruto downstairs as Naruto headed downstairs. What is it, mom? He asked as he saw Keiashi and Shizuka. Come on, your mom wants to show us something, said Shizuka. What is it? Naruto asked as Kushina led them to the staircase as they went up to the attic. When they got up to the attic, Kushina started to look around as she was acting like if someone was up here. What are you looking for, mom? Any intruders, said Kushina as she then went through hand signs as there was a loud rumbling sound as Kakashi and Naruto and Shizuka looked around as they lost their balance and fell to the ground. Hold on, you three, said Kushina. What do you mean hold on? Naruto asked as Naruto then started to scream on top of his lungs. So did Shizuka and Kakashi as the entire attic floor disappeared like if it was a genjutsu as the three of them along with Kushina was falling, but Kushina was giggling at their reactions as Kakashi tried to fly, but it was like gravity was increased and thrusting him down to the ground. What in the hell is going on? Shizuka asked. Mom, you're insane, said Naruto as she was giggling. I know, said Kushina. 4 minutes later. What the hell is going on, said Naruto, as they've been falling for 4 minutes now. Where are we? Just give it a minute, said Kushina. A minute later, all of them landed on their feet to wherever they were. Hey, where are we? Asked Kakashi. It's pitch black, said Shizuka. Shizuka, use your fire and light the way, said Naruto. Alright, said Shizuka, as she was about to breathe out fire. Stop, Kushina said. Stop, Shizuka, said Naruto, as Kushina then went through hand sign, as a bright light shot all of them in their face. It was as if the sun just opened right in front of them as they closed their eyes. The light then died down, as they all looked to see light at the end of the cave. Follow me, said Kushina, as the four then walked out of the cave. As Shizuka, Kakashi, and Naruto's eyes went wide to what they saw. Outside the cave was something they never expected, as they saw a luscious forest. A cave ceiling high, very high above their heads, about 10 times larger than the Hokage's monument. That should show you how big the place was, as they saw a large prehistoric creature flew across the sky with some giant wings, and some giant creature was walking on the land in front of them. However, before they could take another step, a large wall with the Uzumaki sword on it came up and blocked their path. As a voice came from the wall, state your name and who you're traveling with, the voice said. Don't be like that, said Kushina, as the wall went silent. Kushina, is that you? Yeah, now let down the wall so we can get to your house, Kushina said. Oh yeah, right, come on young daughter. To think you were pronounced dead for 13 years. Is my grandson there too? The wall asked. Yeah, Naruto is here, said Kushina. Well then, hurry up, as the wall then disappeared beneath the earth. What the hell is going on, Mom? There's a talking stone wall down here that knows us? Naruto said. Nah, it's just your grandfather's security system. He owned this entire area down here, Kushina said. You keep my grandfather, your father, in an underground jungle, thousands of feet deep under civilization? Naruto said. Yeah, so, said Kushina. What do you mean so? You keep your own father underground and you don't believe that's a bit strange? Naruto asks. No, not at all. Now come on, we have to get there before the dinosaurs come out and get us, said Kushina, as she started to run off in a random direction. There are dinosaurs here? Naruto yelled, as Naruto then transformed into his full fox mode as he rushed off behind Kushina. As Shizuka ran beside him and Kakashi took to the skies. After a few minutes of running, they came to a house, which was made up of mud and wood, and part of it stone and leaves to make the roof. We're here, Kushina yelled, as there was some ruffling in the house. It was then that a man opened the stone door, as his hair was red like Kushina. He seemed to be in his 50s, with a couple strands of white hair inside his hair. His shirt has various tears as his pants has cuts on it. Ah, Kushina, it's good to see you. You make my 70-year-old heart warm. And is this your Boy, Naruto? As Naruto looked up at the man, what? You're 70? Yes, of course I am, said the man. Well, you don't look 70. You look around 50, said Naruto. Well, didn't my daughter tell you? We Uzumaki have long life, living up to 110 or 120 before dying, the man said with a smile. I wanted to tell him, but I was busy, Kushina said with a huff. Well, don't just stand there, come in. I have some good tofu inside with your name on it, the man said, as he walked inside. Is it even safe to enter? Naruto wondered. As Naruto then heard a loud roar echo through the forest. Alright, I'm going in, he said, as he went inside. What the hell? Said Naruto as he entered the house. The house had 3 bedrooms, a kitchen. It was 2-story high. But how was this even possible? Outside it looked so different. So, Kushina, why are you here? Ayo asked, as her father's name was Ayo. You almost never visit. I am teaching Naruto sealing and I want him to use the ink made from our family to use Fuinjutsu. As Ayo nodded. Very well, I will go and collect the purple kimono and the white tiger urine. You can get the other things, am I correct? Ayo asked. Yeah, said Kushina, as she left the house as her father did as well, as the both of them went separate ways. The next day, Naruto woke up with a loud yawn. Oh, sleepyhead, said Ayo as he came into the room where Naruto slept. Hey Grandpa, what's for breakfast? Naruto asked. Well, we have some pterodactyl meat in the fridge, said Ayo, as Naruto was confused. How the hell did you get a fridge down here? Naruto asked. The same way I got all the other things. Kushina sent them to me through Fuinjutsu. As Naruto then walked out to see Kushina already preparing the meat for Naruto. Man, this is going to be strange, Naruto thought. Well, at least it smelled good. Naruto, right after this, we're going to begin your training, said Kushina. Yeah, sure, said Naruto, as he was really enjoying the pterodactyl meat. Hours later, Naruto was fast asleep. After finishing his training, also was Keiyashi and Shizuka, as Kushina and her father was talking. So Dad, why didn't you come to live with me and Minato? We offered. Why didn't you? She asked. It's hard to explain. First of all, I thought I would have been a bother to you and Minato when you asked me that. But I knew you two didn't think that. But the truth is, I feel happy down here. Down here I have no worries. And I feel happy to be surrounded by nature. I'm glad you're happy, said Kushina. A few hours later, Naruto got up as he yawned, as he stretched his limbs, as he went downstairs. As he saw Keiyashi, Shizuka, and Ayo, they were all staring at the door. Hey, Grandpa, what's up? As Ayo shushed him. Alright, name your animal, said Ayo. A Spinosaurus, Keiyashi said. A saber-tooth tiger, said Shizuka. A woolly mammoth, Ayo said, as Naruto was confused, until he felt the ground shaking, as outside a large creature passed by. As it was a large dinosaur, with a crocodile head, with a reptilian body. A Spinosaurus, I win, said Keiyashi, as the Spinosaurus roared, as it then went back into the forest to look for food. Well, that's all the fun for now, you two, said Ayo. I have to train Naruto, he said, as Shizuka and Keiyashi look a bit disappointed. Now, Naruto, it's time to continue your art in sealing. Time skip. A week later, Naruto was jumping through the trees in his grandfather's underground homeland as he pulled out a scroll which was blank, as he had ink and a brush. As he dipped the brush into the ink, he then drew a seal on the paper. He then pumped chakra into it and there was a ripple around him. Naruto then was sucked away in a swirling portal like Obito Kamui. Back at the house, Kushina and Ayo were preparing dinner when they felt a small force push at them. Looks like Naruto is here, said Kushina. As she said that, a small hole appeared as Naruto came from it. You're getting better at that space-time traveling sealing jutsu, Ayo commented. Well, I was taught by the best, Mom, Grandpa, Naruto said, with his trademark smile. But guys, I'm be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also stay in tune because I'm going to be posting a new episode of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru over on Anime King 2. So stay in tune for that, guys. And I'm also going to be posting What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother. So stay in tune for that as well. And remember, if you're new, to click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, I'm on for now. Peace.